South Africa will go in 1. CURRIE, BERRA, STETSENKO, SCHNITTGER, DELGADO and MOTA. Lane 3 getting away very quickly. It was Alessia of Italy, the 22-year-old, but underwater, not quite as impressive as STETSENKO and Naomi, Maike of Germany, but it's the Ukrainian going in lane 4 that'll be the swimmer to watch. She's currently ranked #1 in the world over this distance. The 100-meter freestyle world champion and silver medalist in the 400 free at the 2015 World Championships, the 24-year-old STETSENKO. Who feels she has a point to prove when she goes up against Rebecca Myers. That's the expected battle in the women's 400-meter freestyle S13 final. But first, it's about the matter of reaching that final and indeed getting your lane draw for the final. SCHNITTGER of Germany going along very nicely, just off the right shoulder currently of STETSENKO of Ukraine. STETSENKO is the class act in this opening heat with 7 swimmers for the women's 400 freestyle, and she's not disappointing. She'll touch first at the 100 mark.
STETSENKO, the fastest qualifier in this heat, of course, swimming in lane 4, 4:23.01. Qualifier for the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games.
Well, SCHNITTGER's going at a decent pace here. SCHNITTGER's never gone below 4:40. This is a really good pace for SCHNITTGER, who's an S12 swimmer rather than S13. FERREIRA, CURRIE, BERRA and STETSENKO are S13 swimmers, while SCHNITTGER, DELGADO and MOTA are S12 swimmers, so have a slightly greater and more severe visual impairment than the swimmers in the top 4 lanes. S11, 12 and 13, classification for swimmers with visual impairment, but STETSENKO is leading the way ahead of SCHNITTGER currently, who's on for a very good time, perhaps even be eyeing records in the S12 category. Maybe just dropping a little off the pace now, SCHNITTGER, but STETSENKO still very much in control. Not quite taking the race to her opponents, but still very much swimming inside herself and well within her range. The battle for third fastest in this heat is developing a little between DELGADO and BERRA and CURRIE. Not quite in a line. Currently it's the Italian BERRA going in lane 3. He's ahead, but STETSENKO finds herself significantly ahead, over 5 seconds ahead now of SCHNITTGER, while BERRA does touch third fastest, over 10.5 seconds behind STETSENKO, who is leading the way. Well, she's just settled so quickly. Very smooth stroke, and again, not a furious pace. And she's got the ability to turn it on for the last 100 if she needs it. She's got plenty of endurance, this STETSENKO. 3:22.86 at the wall with 100 to go.
Yes, looking very comfortable and very dominant indeed, and was coming into the final 300 about 3 body lengths in front, but look at this. I mean, she's really extended that lead a lot further and could be posting a pretty quick time here for qualification.
So into the final 50 goes STETSENKO, 3:57 at the wall. So we're not looking at anything world record pace, but we are looking at a very good time. She knows that the world record holder will be going in the second heat and will just be wanting to lay down somewhat of a marker without necessarily tiring herself out. STETSENKO of the Ukraine is going to take a very comfortable victory in the opening heat of 2 in the women's 400 freestyle S13. Just glides over the last 4 or 5 meters to the wall and touches in 4:31.02. That's a lot quicker than any other swimmer in the pool, bar Myers, in this classification this year. So into the wall comes SCHNITTGER, in a very, very comfortable 4:43.59. She went out perhaps a little hard. BERRA touches third overall, 4:46, while fourth is DELGADO NADAL of Spain. Just coming home. In lane 7 is Belkis MOTA of Venezuela, 33-year-old, while Alani FERREIRA of South Africa, the 18-year-old. Took time off the final year in primary school to swim the qualifying competition, the Olympic trials, the Paralympic trials in South Africa to get to Rio 2016. Goes in lane 1, touches 7. STETSENKO though, competent as ever, very strong, and showed her ability with another classy swim.
Yes, she really was a class above the rest in that heat, and yes, as you mentioned, Maya's the only swimmer to be going quicker. Still well outside her best though, STETSENKO, still about 7 or 8 seconds quicker, slower rather than what she had been swimming to qualify for these games.
Just how much does she have in reserve for the final? She might very well need it against Rebecca Myers, the world record holder. STETSENKO qualifies quickest